In the spirit of our ancestors, for those that came before us, for those that we know, and for those that we do not know, for those that struggled, for those that strived, in order for us to be living, breathing representations of who they were, who they are, and what they are hoping to be. I want to give them praise and thanks for what they endured. Long before we had language to speak about mental health, we have to understand that our ancestors that came to this land had to cope with mental health feelings and thoughts before we actually knew what these thoughts and feelings were. When they were going through their struggles and determinations against white supremacy, they had to deal with mental health struggles before they understood what those feelings were. When they were faced with assassination attempts and disruptions to their lives and to their families' lives, and to their children had to live without fathers and without mothers, they had to deal with mental health issues before we had the language to understand what those mental health issues actually were. We give them thanks and we give them praise. And many of us today are living as a result of mental health issues that have been passed down genetically, that sometimes we know or we do not know. Sometimes we can name, sometimes we do not have names for it, but we experience that because they experienced that. And when Bob Marley said those quotes, "How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look?" Some say it's just a part of it. We have to fulfill the book. I do not take for granted one bit that today I can call my best friends people who come from Jamaica, people who come from Ghana, people who come from Uganda, people who come from Dominica, people who come from Grenada, St. Lucia, all these various different islands, that when their ancestors was ripped from their land, the one thing that they desired was to be reconnected with their kin, reconnected with their land, reconnected with their people, and reconnected with their culture. We are a manifestation of the people, of the things that they desired and they wanted. So when we look across the room and we see people that come from all of these different places, we are fulfilling that prophecy. We are reconnecting with each other and building through vehicles such as Black Mental Health Week. I thank you, but beyond that, I thank your personal ancestors who struggled so that you would be here today. Ashe.